that. If you give us a second, we'll take you to the station and you will use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. Deal with this officer from your radio.
Damn, what?
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law. And the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevens at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis.
When news broke that Gervonta Tank Davis's fight with Jake Paul had been officially called off, the boxing world froze. This wasn't just a delay or a contract issue, it was far more serious. Days before the fight, a civil lawsuit accused Davis of domestic violence, kidnapping, and assault. Within hours, Jake Paul's team and Netflix pulled out, shutting the event down. What was meant to be one of the decade's biggest crossover matchups, a boxing star versus a YouTube sensation, collapsed into chaos, leaving Tank's career hanging in the balance. Here's how it happened, what the allegations mean, and whether this could mark a turning point for Gervonta Davis.
What are you talking about? You know how much money he got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest, like let's say 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making 500,000 in interest. He's not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What?
Everything fell apart just 2 weeks before fight night. Gervonta Davis was deep in training for what was set to be a record-breaking Netflix event, Jake Paul versus Tank Davis in Miami, when the lawsuit surfaced. Miami-Dade court documents show Davis's ex-girlfriend, Courtney Russell, accusing him of battery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, and false imprisonment. She claims Davis attacked her at her workplace, a Miami club, and says it wasn't an isolated incident, citing at least 4 prior alleged assaults involving choking. Russell is seeking both compensatory and punitive damages and says she is receiving treatment for PTSD linked to the alleged abuse.
Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to...
The news triggered immediate concern in Jake Paul's camp. Most Valuable Promotions released a statement saying they were reviewing the situation, but behind the scenes, a quick decision was made. Within 48 hours, the event was cancelled. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan still remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025, the statement read. In short, they moved on from Davis without hesitation. If this had been his first legal issue, fans might have held back judgment, but it wasn't. Davis's offering troubles in recent years have nearly matched his dominance inside the ring.
Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the...
In 2020, Davis was arrested on domestic violence charges after a viral video showed him grabbing the mother of his child by the neck at a charity event. He faced similar accusations and was arrested again in 2022, though that case was later dismissed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In 2023, Davis was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest and 3 years of probation for a hit-and-run in Baltimore that injured 4 people. The case raised concerns about Tank's behavior, and he later served jail time after violating the terms of his house arrest.
Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Yeah, you know, I mean, hey. Look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your... That's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man. Yeah!
By 2025, a new lawsuit has placed an even heavier shadow over Davis, threatening what little is left of his public image. The moment the accusations surfaced, the situation changed overnight. Nikki Sabadarian, a promoter for Jake Paul, issued a statement explaining that MVP strongly opposes all forms of violence and would immediately cut all connections with Davis.
Canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nikki Sabadarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Kaseya Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel and Casino for their partnership.
Sponsors wasted no time stepping away from the situation. Netflix removed all the promotional clips it had previously shared, while Showtime, once closely linked with Tank, stayed silent and quietly pulled back from any involvement.
Tootsies and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was...
The November 14th Miami event, which was set to be Netflix's next big show following Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, has been fully canceled. Tank didn't just miss out on a fight, he lost a huge financial opportunity, as the purse was said to exceed $20 million, including a guaranteed 8-figure payout for Davis that is now gone.
The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening. So if you weren't a fan of this fight, I think you got your wish.
Gervonta Tank Davis's future remains uncertain. Jake Paul's camp is already moving ahead without hesitation. Reports suggest MVP is lining up another Netflix event for December, with possible matchups including names like Ryan Garcia, Nate Diaz, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and Francis Ngannou.
Pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing.
While Gervonta Tank Davis's future is still up in the air, Jake Paul's team isn't slowing down. Reports say MVP is already planning another Netflix event for December, with potential opponents being discussed such as Ryan Garcia, Nate Diaz, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and Francis Ngannou.
For something like this, obviously smaller guy. How is this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed. We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some 8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden on Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. You know, he laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything, you know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him. Bet.
It's shocking how quickly everything fell apart, as only months ago Gervonta "Tank" Davis was being celebrated as boxing's next major star, and even after a disputed bout with Lamont Roach, his knockout power, star appeal, and close connection to Floyd Mayweather made him seem almost impossible to stop.
Was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
He once had everything going for him, from mainstream recognition and crossover appeal to deep ties in hip-hop, celebrity supporters, major endorsements, and non-stop social media hype, making him the clear face of boxing's new era. But this moment may be the blow he can't come back from, because this isn't about a loss in the ring, it's about an entire industry pulling away. What has fans and insiders most concerned is that this goes beyond image damage, as the situation could turn criminal, since while the lawsuit is civil, the claims could lead to serious charges like aggravated assault, kidnapping, and intentional emotional harm, all carrying potential prison time if proven. With the alleged incident taking place in Florida, known for strict domestic violence laws, Davis's legal team is reportedly on edge, yet neither he nor his attorneys have said a word. His social media has gone completely quiet, with no training videos, interviews, or statements, and for a fighter whose persona was built on intensity, that silence speaks volumes as the boxing world reacts swiftly and with sharp division.
Versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis stepped into 2025 with a 30-1 record and 28 knockouts, positioned as the future leader of the lightweight division and praised as a rare power puncher with flashes of Mayweather-style explosiveness. But over time it became clear that his greatest challenge was never another boxer, it was his own actions.
Because I'm getting older now, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something.
With a career interrupted by court dates, suspensions, and repeated public controversies, his rise has been anything but smooth, and this moment feels different because a return may not be possible, as fighting both the justice system and public perception is a battle that no victory inside the ring can fix.
Debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too.
So, what's next for Tank? His path forward now depends on 3 key factors: the result of the lawsuit, which could lead to a long or even indefinite license suspension, regaining public trust, as he'll need to repair his reputation to step back into the ring, and navigating the politics of boxing promotions, since most top promoters steer clear of fighters facing active legal issues. This situation raises a persistent question in boxing. How far should talent excuse misconduct? From Mike Tyson's arrests to Floyd Mayweather's domestic violence cases, the sport has long protected its biggest stars. But with streaming platforms like Netflix now in the mix, the game has changed. Netflix doesn't rely on Tank Davis. They have Jake Paul, Tyson, and Crawford, and they prioritize ratings and brand safety over controversy. For the first time in his career, Tank may have no one left to shield him.
Gervonta Davis, what's your thoughts on that? Just overall, do you feel like Gervonta Davis is more checked out than being checked in boxing right now?
¿Sentís que Gervonta Davis está más desenganchado del boxeo que enganchado con el boxeo, considerando lo que aceptó con Jake Paul?
Sí, total.
It's heartbreaking because in the ring, Tank was extraordinary. His speed, timing, and knockout power showed fans the magic boxing can still deliver. Outside the ring, though, he struggled with his own demons, and now his career is in limbo, with cancelled fights, ongoing legal battles, and a damaged reputation. Even before any allegations are proven, the fallout is already evident.
First off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. What is it? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion. For entertainment, don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only, you know. So, you know, it's money-making purposes only. You know, it is what it is.
I think, and I get it, like I was very open and honest with my last fight and the things around it. Tried not to be before because I didn't want anyone to, you know, not be excited for what was a good fight on paper, definitely. But when you kind of lose that love for the craft and the discipline, and getting in the ring don't mean as much as it did when you was growing up and on the way up. I've kind of seen that in Tank. Now, he had a hard fight against Lamont Roach Jr. and that might have been a part of it. Like, wow, man, this is getting hard against fighters that I think I'm levels above, and turned out on the night that I wasn't. And not only that, with prize fighters, I hope, for the little people of the world, I hope Jake Paul gets absolutely started.
He's lost Netflix, the biggest payday of his career, and possibly his entire future in boxing. Gervonta "Tank" Davis's story isn't finished, but it's at a turning point. The real question isn't if he can fight again, it's whether he can rebuild his reputation. Right now, the boxing world isn't asking when Tank will step back in the ring, they're asking if he even should. Has he thrown away everything he worked for?